his awesome works. You can see the combination of the different faiths, you know, from this kind of dragon-like element down into earth, this chthonic kind of energy, then it gets a little bit more luminous, and it moves up to a kind of a lotus. You've got a crone in the root, and a serpent-like element is coming up. You've got the Dharma wheel in the Taoist center. Looks like there's an Eye of Horus in there. So there's a number of different faiths that are being pointed to. And so one of the most famous encounters with the anthropocosm is in the Bhagavad Gita, when Krishna displays his divine form to Arjuna, who's really troubled on the battlefield. He's about to go into battle, and he's kind of having an existential crisis, and asks Arjuna to reveal his divine form. You know, give me a break, you know. And so it really blows his mind. It's like an acid trip where the God is kind of multiplied infinitely, and they can see that the entire cosmos is contained within the God. So of course that is us as well, as we've already explained, that any cosmos, any model of the cosmos we hold is within you. And so nevertheless, in the Hindu sacred art tradition, you've got these multi-limbed and multi-faced kind of depictions of Krishna displaying his divine form and containing the entire universe, the mandala of the universe. So these become like a cosmic map. Now, how we have a cosmic body, you know, they become an imprint. Oh, we also can identify with the God and reveal our own divine form. And we can find the human form in these various shapes and model our mandalas and model our temples after it. And so here in Elephanta, you've got Lord Shiva there in the center of this mandala that was carved out of the cave. Truly an extraordinary thing. This is more scenes from that amazing Elephanta cave, which is a temple just bored out of the mountain. In Khajuraho, over 1,000 years ago, we have another kind of sacred structure. You know, we were seeing in Chartres Cathedral how the temple is filled with human figures. So here it's filled with human figures as well. Except they're involved in different forms of interplay. And so you could say, I've always felt like the temples were kind of like the Carney Barkers for coming inside, you know. Like if this is on the outside, I wonder what's going on there. So at least your curiosity. So going over to China here, we can see how the human figure has been impressed upon the landscape here in this mammoth, beautiful statue of the Buddha, one of the earliest. And these different kind of, the 5th century caves, these are extraordinary kind of excavations of the enormous culture that Buddhism had in early China. Now in Sri Lanka, we've got large, also Buddha figures. Here, the reclining figure, you could say dreaming, but it is really identified with the death of Buddha. And so there's a, nirvana kind of element to it. Now, here we've got the Buddha and the multiverse of Buddhas that exist within our universe, and within all the Buddhas are little Buddhas, etc., etc. Down comic and beyond. Now, here you've got Yama, the Lord of Death, chowing down on the world cookie, which has 6 realms, including the animals and humans, and the kind of the gods and the titans as well, which are more like immortals, but they do have a life and a lifespan, but it's supposedly for centuries. And they're kind of warring over this tree of fruits and things. Then you've got the world of the animals, you've got the world of the hungry ghosts, the ones with pencil-thin throats and bloated bellies and insatiable appetites. Then you've got the hell realm. Now, within all of these realms, you see the Bodhisattva, who is reaching out to help suffering beings in all realms. And also the Buddha that is outside of the wheel of existence. So, now here is a mandala, probably the largest mandala in the world. It's a stone mandala in Borobudur in Java. Allison and I went last year. And Eli too, yeah. That was an awesome trip. We had just taken off our back braces. And up at the top, there are these Buddhists that are in these little bell-like stone forms. They've unearthed one of them to show. But within each one of them is a Buddha. And many people go up to different ones and pray. You know, put their hand on them, and after they've come circumambulating up the temple, then they reach this pinnacle where they get in touch with the Buddhas at the heavens. It's quite amazing. Here's a being that is symbolized in the as a creature who's eaten its tail, and all that's left is its big head. Now here is Keith Critchlow's model of the temple as a kind of sanctuary between the realms of the cosmos and the kind of realms of chaos, and integrating the north, south, east, west axis, and kind of setting up a way to consider sacred space and in relation to the human being. Now, he likes to make this distinction between the realm of the sphere, the circle, which is identified with the spirit, the square, which is identified with matter, and the triangle identified with the mind, the connecting element between matter and spirit. So, and he says, see how we integrate that in different architecture and things. Here in Mecca, the Kaaba and the circumambulation around the Kaaba. This is there's an object that's being venerated that because it was visited by Abraham and his son Ishmael, and this was what it was. This is a meteorite that came to Earth and was erected in this monument that is their sacred relic from the cosmos. And Abraham and Ishmael came and touched it. And so, so did Muhammad. And so that is what makes this a place of pilgrimage for Muslims. And when you see this Muslim architecture, the mosque, and you see how it both references male and female elements in very abstract forms. It has a quality of essential, quite amazing. I wanted to bring it back to the present day a little bit, and cosmos with the human figure.